Hello and welcome, it's Gilly. I'm here on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia, coming to you with a bit of an idea that I had in my head for this nice large round canvas. I'll explain as I go along, but I just wanted to be in the zone and completely dedicate my thoughts to this particular painting as I was going along. And I really was so happy with how this one turned out. A little bit different, try to two different techniques, different kinds of art instead of sticking to the same technique. I'll try to mix it up as you should, just to improve your own art journey and your own interest. And it's such a wonderful pastime anyway. Just creating. You don't have to be an artist to do fluid art painting. You can create some lovely pieces and have never done any art before in your life. So if you are a beginner, there is all the information you need for mixing paints and beginners videos. You will find it in the description, in the drop down box under each and every one of my YouTube videos. And you'll also find links to the playlist for beginners. So enjoy and let's see how we go with this one. As you see, I kind of did the wiggles pour over that. I did the paint on the edge just so the rest of my paint slips easy over the edge, and then I can coat the edges as well while I'm doing this with the run over paint. So super happy with that wiggles pour. It created some lovely effects in the paint. I still have a little bit more to do on this piece, but if you're just looking for that kind of effect, then that's literally all you have to do. Tilting the paint off, I know it looks like a lot of paint to some, but remember there's like 70% of that's probably just pouring medium water. There's not actually much paint you're wasting, and you can always collect that paint up with a spatula, put it into a cup and use it for a base colour on another pour. So no, it doesn't all get wasted, or you can dip some other canvases into it to create some other pieces of art. So from that particular wiggles pour, I'm going to now give it a run over with the heat wand, which bursts some air bubbles, and it also helps the paint absorb into the canvas. So it is kind of important step. And of course a heat wand won't blow your paint anywhere. So my next step is now I'm stuck on these chain pulls trying to perfect them, but absolutely in awe of the effects that you can achieve on your canvas with these chains. They're not as easy as they may look when some others do them. There's a lovely artist called Fozia Creations that she's absolutely genius with these chain pulls. She does some absolutely magnificent work, so check her out, Fozia Creation. She's on YouTube and she has a Facebook page. She has really perfected the art of these chain pulling. So I guess like me with my balloon kisses, it's always the practice makes perfect, and perfecting your craft. But I'll go on with these. I was super duper happy with the outcome. You will see this whole thing come to life even further just with these, these chain pulls. I do find that you really need to take your time and do this really slowly. Some parts of the video I may have sped up a bit, but you really do need to do it really nice and slow to try and control that chain and get the best effects that you possibly can out of it. But as you see, you can get such wonderful effects, almost like birds flying or feathers. It's just a really lovely effect. I think my husband said on this one it reminds him of coral floating on the bottom of the ocean. So there you go. It's everything that you want to see in there. You can see all sorts of things in fluid art appear before your eyes, I guess. It's quite magical, really. So if you want some real art therapy, try some of this. Just do it nice and slow. I got those chain, like it was on a roll from the hardware store. They were like ball bearing chain. They sell them in there. I didn't actually see anything of such in an art craft store, so they were in the local DIY. So definitely nice to have those in your little toolbox for your acrylic pouring, because you could just add a few chain pulls on top of different other techniques and it add just something really special, I find. I was totally in awe and absolutely loved every minute of this process. So I really do urge you to give it a go. And like I said, take it slow. Don't let anybody stress you out. Don't let people criticise you or try and burst your bubble in it, because with a little bit of practice and the getting used to your paint's consistency, you really can achieve some beautiful pieces of art and not have to be what they class as a real artist. So if I can do it, I am absolutely assert you can do it too. Yes, absolutely. I can insert my signature move in here, my balloon kisses. It's actually, I'm dipping the balloon in where I needed to actually remove paint that was a little bit chunky. So you can remember, it's your art, your rules, your way. Must say I am very, very, very happy with that combining techniques. I'll let it dry and then I'm going to maybe do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I think resin on that will bring up those kind of coral effects now on there. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Hope you do too. Please take care. Until next time, bye. Oh, please wait on. I did another stage. It fully dried. Probably has been dry well over 3 weeks now. So it's all fully dry. And I got this little, it is supposed to be a resin sticker thing. So I'm not talented enough to draw and paint that particular turtle. But I thought it would look lovely in there because it was sort of similar colours. And I thought that it would really give the painting, make the painting pop. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to if I can get this sticker off, and I'm going to put it on my painting. As you see, it was like trying to, get the edge to put it on. So I'm going to put it on there and hope that it sticks to the canvas. I just made sure I give the canvas a really good wipe down and then stuck it on. And I will sort of give the sticker a whiz over with my heat wand, because it will heat the glue underneath the sticker and make it adhere better to the canvas, I'm hoping. So what I intend to do is just pouring my resin over the whole lot of this. So yeah, you can't really see it. But I just think it was something different for me to do. I don't do this very often. So just give me your opinion of what you think. I mean, most people will probably say, oh no, leave it without that. But I just thought that just added something different, and it actually does look almost three-dimensional, especially when the resin's dried. So what I did is I put that masking tape around my edges of the round, because I intend pouring the resin a little bit thicker so it can make sure it completely covers everything really well. And my intention was to pull the tape off around about an hour after I'd put the resin, so the resin will then run down the sides, but it shouldn't leave me that lip that it can sometimes leave a rim on the lip where the resin doesn't touch. So I'm using that art resin by Apparency, so it's an equal parts, and you've just got to do as it says on the instructions, is to complete equal parts and just stir, and then I will, once it's poured on, I just love to use my gloved hands to push it around, because it is supposed to be self-leveling. So if you've got it on a flat surface, when you pour in the resin on, it should self-level. But I love to use my gloved hand to push it around. I don't like using a brush or a utensil. I just find it so much easier pushing it all around with my hand, and I can feel where the resin has gone. And so I really want to pay particular attention in pushing the resin right up to my edges, so even if it falls back in, it at least covers my edges really well, where the canvas is obviously a lot tighter on the edges of the on the very edges of the canvas. So this is all I do. I just push it all over equally. I'll be pressing it all in, and I will go over it with either a heat wand or your butane torch, but a heat wand is so much safer. It's really only to burst the air bubbles in the resin, and I'll be leaving it to dry, and then I will add a little video of the dried piece at the end. So hope you're loving it, and really enjoyed making this, and actually did love the end results. So I will say bye for now.